In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about sendshort, from setting up your account, choosing the right pricing plan, all the way to using its most powerful features like AI subtitles, faceless video creation, hook generation, and automated series. Whether you're a content creator, marketer, or just getting started with short form video, this guide will help you get the most out of sendshort from day one. Alright, so first of all is that you want to go here into the website of sendshort by using the link in the description. And from here, let's set up our account by clicking here on login if we already have an account, or if not, then you can go for try for free. In my case, I'll just go for try for free to sign up for a new account since I don't have one. And from here, I'm going to click here on sign up with Google, or you could also enter the email address and password. After that, click on sign up. And then you should now be able to go here into the dashboard of sendshort once you have signed up or log in. And from here, the very first thing that we're going to discuss is that we are going to go into the pricing plan, because it is essential to have a paid plan if you are using sendshort for real projects. But if you're just testing it out, then the free plan should give you enough space. So in here, you just simply want to click here on the upgrade button right here on the bottom left when you first log in into your account. And then you'll now be prompted in here into the pricing. And in here, we can see that we have the monthly and yearly offers. So if you go for yearly, then you would have a massive discount on the price per month. And as you can see right here, the total discount would be at 20% off the price for the yearly price. And if you go for monthly, as you can see, it would now increase. And we also have different currencies. So if you're using USD or Euro, you'd be able to see the currencies right here. All right, so now let's break down each plan. So first is the starter plan. The starter plan lets you import up to 20 shorts per month with 1 minute and 30 seconds each long at its maximum duration. This is perfect if you are just starting to repurpose clips for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels. And this includes no watermark on your exports, so you can keep things clean and brandable. And you get AI-generated captions which auto-sync to your speech, and you get access to free B-roll clips and sound effects to make your videos more dynamic. You also get up to 3 faceless AI videos weekly, which are great if you want to produce content without ever showing your face. And everything is exportable in 30 FPS and 1080p resolution. Next is that we have the professional plan. So this one bumps your monthly import limit to 50 shorts, and each video can now be 3 minutes long. Beyond just volume is that you also unlock more control and customization. So you get everything in this starter plan, which is right here. And in addition, you get 3 custom themes, so your videos can match your brand style consistently. And then you could also use custom fonts, custom B-roll, custom music, sound effects, and even images. No need to rely on the built-in assets. Next is that you have your AI hook title. So these are now available in the professional plan, helping you write better, attention-grabbing intros for your shorts. And then we have the 10 faceless video weekly. So this one right here, it simply just increases your faceless video weekly, and then you can export it at higher resolution at 30 FPS, which is now at 2K. And then you get noise reduction, auto translation for global reach, and the ability to automate your series. Great if you're batching content in advance. Since the video output now supports up to 2K resolution, this is quite a step up if you want higher quality visuals. This is best for creators uploading at least 3 to 4 times a week and who want better creative control and efficiency. Next is that we have the business plan. So this is the last one. This is built for agencies and full-time creators. The business plan is the most powerful. You can import unlimited shorts and create videos up to 10 minutes long, giving you serious flexibility for long-form repurposing. And the key features here include unlimited long videos to shorts conversion using AI, so you can batch content straight from podcasts, webinars, or YouTube videos. And then you would get an increase in duration, which is now 10 minutes long. And everything in professional, including the starter, is that you also get additional unlimited long videos to shorts with AI, unlimited faceless videos weekly, and convert video ratio. So you can go from landscape to vertical in one click. And you also get unlimited custom themes so you can manage multiple brands or series with ease. And then you could also go with full publishing automation, letting sendshort auto-post to your channel so that you'd get minimal work. And then the content analytics here is working, and it can refine your output by a notch. And you could also import your own fonts and export captions as SRT or green screen versions. This is useful for editing in other platforms later. So this plan is ideal for marketing teams, agencies, or content creators running multiple series and publishing daily or more. And you could also scroll down so that you'd be able to see a more comprehensive comparison of each plan so that you'd be able to compare which one is the best one for you. And don't forget, if you'd want to get one of these paid plans or just basically want to try out the free plan of sendshort, make sure to use the link in the description. We have some exclusive discounts and deals there that you could use so that you'd be able to get more value for your buck and some exclusive bonuses. And now let's proceed into the home section and let's start discussing the features of sendshort. So first thing is that we're going to create a faceless video right here, which is this one right here in the home page. And after this is that we're going to discuss the others, and then I'm going to discuss the other sections right here. So I'm just going to go with a create faceless video. And from here, basically, is that we're going to choose the content. So from here, we can choose a niche. So you can go for random AI story, scary stories, bedtime stories, interesting history, and many more. So you could also go for custom topic if there is no topic in here that is appropriate or the topic that you'd want. But in my case, I'll just go for random AI story. I think that's great. And next is that we have the short setting. So you can go for the narration voice. So there is a limited choices here in terms of voice. So first one, we have Alloy.
The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. This simple fact has been observed by humans for thousands of years.
And then we have Echo.
In the heart of the city, there is a large park where people go to relax. The library is a quiet and peaceful place where people go to read, study.
In the kitchen, the aroma of freshly baked bread filled the air.
The train chugged along the tracks, carrying passengers to their destinations.
The beach was a popular spot on a hot summer day. People were swimming in the ocean, building sandcastles, and playing beach volleyball.
All right, so those are the voices in here. And I think as for this one, I'm just going to choose Onyx right there. So you can just choose any voice of your choice. Anything is fine. And then next is that we can select the aspect ratio. You can go for vertical or square. So as for this one, I'm just going to go for vertical. And then the video language, you can go for English and other languages that is available right here. So not all language is available as of now, but yeah, I think they should update this so that they would be able to support more language. But this is what you could work with for now. Next is the duration preference. So as for this one, you can go for 30 to 60 or 60 to 90. Since we are only in a free plan, our maximum would be 60 to 90 right here. But I'm just going to go for a quick video. So I'm going to go for 30 to 60 and click here on see the demo, or you can upgrade now to create your own video. So we are only in a free plan, so we can only see the demo right here. So click here. And then from here, they are now preparing the short. And then once it is created, you will now be prompted in here into their editor. And in here, you would be able to do a bunch of stuff to customize your generated video right here. So first, let's play it and let's see what we got.
In a small town where shadows danced under the moonlight, a peculiar phenomenon began to unfold. Each night, the townspeople would hear whispers drifting through the air, secrets carried on the breeze. Curiosity piqued. A young girl named Alara decided to uncover the source of the whispers. Armed with nothing but her courage and a flickering lantern, she ventured into the heart of the whispering woods. As she stepped deeper, the whispers grew louder, revealing tales of lost dreams and forgotten.
So yeah, I think that's it, and that's enough. So I really like how sendshort has added these movements right here in the video. So when I play this, you'd be able to see that there were some movements there. So I really like the variations, and I think the photos or AI generated photos right here are really great. So yeah, I think overall this is already a good one. But if you want to modify this, then you can feel free to do it right here. So first is that we can modify the text. So when we go here into models, is that we can go for base models right here, and then you'd be able to see a lot of presets right here for the styles for the text. And then you could also go for my models, which is a premium feature, so you could only do that if you have the premium plan. So we'll just stick with this for now. And actually, this is already pretty good, but if you want to change it, like maybe this one right here, then you could directly change that and it will now apply to the other parts of your video, which is cool. And let's see, what I really like here is this one right here, because I think this gives more variation to the text. As you can see right here, for example, there is a smaller text and a bigger text right there. So that's something that I like. Or you could also go for this one, since we are going for a story right here that is kind of fictional. So I think this text font or this style would really work great with this one right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that. And then next is that we can go into the style. So in here, we can change the font style. So go for this one right here. You can change that. And I think I'm satisfied with this one. So if there's anything that you'd want to change in the font, then you can do so right here. You could even import your own font, or you could scroll down and then you could save this as a template. So both of these features are only available in the paid plan. And then you could also restore default settings if you have made too much changes and don't like the ending result. And yeah, that's basically it. So as for the text, I don't want to change anything because I think that's perfect. And now I'm going to go into captions. So this is where you'd be able to see each text and where you'd be able to edit them right here. So as you can see, the townspeople, which is quite cool. The is really enormous. And then with here, you could also see that right here. And basically just let's play this. So let's see how the text plays out in this part. So yeah, that's it. I think the right here is so big right here. So from here is that you would be able to have these options like move the words to the previous line. So I'm going to click here and then you'd now be able to see that it is now prompted in here. So when I click on that, it is now here on this line. So you could even rearrange the the words right here if you'd want to. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go for this one right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it back. So I'm gonna go and move it downwards again. But yeah, that's basically how you can do it. And then you can click on each text. You can put the line return from this word. So when you click on this one, as you can see, it will now be in 2 lines. So when I play this right here, as you can see, 2 and play. As you can see, there are now 2 text lines. And I'm just gonna go and fix that right there. And then we also can click here on add a word after this word if there is any addition that you would want. So when you click here, I would now be able to edit this and then add a word that I would want. This peculiar phenomenon has maybe something like that, and then you will now be able to see that it will now be added into this text. So when I play that right here, and as you can see, it now has the word has. Next is that we have the increase the size for this word, or you could decrease the size of this word. Like for example, here is the. So if you think that this is too big, then you can click here on decrease the size of this word. But in my case, I think it's fine. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Or you could also increase that if you'd want to. And you could delete that, or you could enable word colors. So when I click on that right there, and then from here, is that I'm just gonna go and go back, and I'm gonna go in here, and then you can now apply a color to this word. As you can see, that is really cool. So for example, I would want to go for this color right here, and basically these colors in here, you can find that in style, which is the color 1, 2, and 3. So if you would want to customize your choices in your colors in here, this is where you would be able to do it right here. And next is that we could go for the emojis right here. So you could rotate emoji to the left or to the right. You could delete the emoji if you don't want to. So actually I don't want the emojis. So I'm going to go for delete emoji and it will not be deleted. And then you can add another one if you'd want to. Or you could also click here on this button wherein you'd be able to add a sound effect, which is really cool right here. So you could add a whoosh on this line if you want. And then you could also change this sentence horizontal position. So in here, you could go for, let's offset this. So it's in the wood here, right there. So let's go to wood here, right there. And yeah, basically this is how you'd be able to do it. And then you could change the sentence position, like in the middle, and just bring it back right there, depending on where you'd want it to be. And then if you don't like the changes, you can click here on undo button and then you'd be able to bring it back easily. So yeah, this is basically it. So I'm just gonna go bring it back right there. And that's it. And then you could also delete a sentence and then you could also add a new sentence right here if you'd want to. So that's it. And next is that you would be able to go here in the effects. So from here, you could add a zoom in, zoom out, floating, or rotation effect. And then you could even go for the transition. You can go for effect right here. And then for this effect, let's go for zoom in, for example. And now let's see what it does. So let's play it. So yeah, that was a very subtle zoom in, which is what I like. And next is that we have the cut silent part, which is only available in a premium feature or in the paid plan. So you could auto cut the silences right here if you'd want to, especially if you're uploading your own audio. And next is that you could go for this one's right here. So basically you could click here on the timeline and this is where you'd be able to see the effects. Like for example, in here, when you click on effects, you'd be able to see the zoom in icon, which is this one. And if you go for the magnifying glass with a minus icon, then it would be zoom out and then you'd be able to see the symbols right here. Basically, they stand for the effect or transition that is applied on that part. And next is that we have the zoom in, zoom out right here in the timeline if you'd want to. And yeah, basically that's it. And next one is that we have the export subtitles option right here. But again, this is only a paid premium feature. And if you don't know what this feature is, this basically lets you download your video subtitles separately as an SRT file, which is used for uploading captions to platforms like YouTube or burn them directly into the video, meaning they appear permanently as part of the visuals. So with this one, you would be able to use that in YouTube to get accurate subtitles. And next is that you can also go for the AI reads text in the editor. This feature means that sendshort's AI actually understands your video's spoken content. Or it could also auto-generate captions with correct timing, suggest hook titles or edits based on your message. It could also help structure the short around key phrases or moments. So instead of just uploading and guessing how to cut it, the AI analyzes the image itself. Alright, so now that you know that, let's now proceed into the B-rolls and elements. And from here, you could actually manually change the AI generated image right here. But again, that is only available in a paid plan. So if you'd really want to start using this in a real project, you'd really have to get a paid plan because there will be a lot of features that you'll be missing out. So in here is that if there is a specific part or image in here, you could actually change that if you don't like that part in your video. Like for example, you can upload your own video or you could go for the AI images and then you could enter a prompt and then basically you can generate it from your own prompt. And next is that you have the B-rolls right here. And from here this is where you can click here on auto B-roll if you'd want to add automatic B-roll from AI, or you could enable it right here manually in each line. For example, here in a small town, I'm gonna click on enable B-roll. And from here, it would now prompt me some B-rolls right here that I could incorporate in the video. Like for example, here. And now let me just go here into this part. As you can see also in the timeline, you would have this section now, which is the B-roll section. And you can see the B-roll icon right here that has been added. So when I go here and let's play it and let's see what it looks like. And as you can see, it has shown that brief B-roll, which is this one. And then you could go for the start time and end time, so you can customize the length. For example, I would want it to be at least at 3 seconds, at 3 right there, and it will start at the beginning. And save. And you will now be able to see just like that. So yeah, that is how B-roll works right here in the editor in SendShorts. And next up is that we have the AI avatar right here. So you can choose from their preset avatars on which one you would like as your own model on your videos. So when we play it, it would now look like this. As you can see, it's very natural. And then you could also add your background music to match the tone of your video. And next is that we have the ad hook by AI. So this feature would let you analyze your video's content and automatically generate a high impact hook, a compelling opening line that grabs attention in the first few seconds. You'll usually see it right inside the editor, so which is right here, and it's only available on the premium feature. Next is that you can add your own images right here that you can import into your video. And then you have your audio in here. So you have your presets, and then you could also import your own if you'd want to, and even use a YouTube link. Next is that you have the text. You can add your own custom text. And then for the thumbnail is that you can now add a custom thumbnail by changing the first and last frame, which is quite unique here in SendShort because it's not found in other platforms. So in here, you could import a thumbnail and it will now be prompted in the first or last frame of your video so that that would be detected as a thumbnail of those platforms that doesn't really let you upload a thumbnail. So this is a great workaround. Next is that we have brand kits. So this is where you can set up your branding colors, logo, and so on to be applied on your video. Once you're done, you can now go into auto translate. Now, this feature basically translates your video captions into another language with just one click automatically. It uses AI to detect your script or caption language, then converts it accurately into your chosen target language. In this way, you would be able to target different languages if you're making a content that would really benefit from that. So this would be a great way for you to do that, but again, it is only a premium feature. And yeah, once you are now all done with all of these settings right here, satisfied, you can now click here on finish, or you can now save your work and even download or export once you have a paid plan. Since we're only in the free plan, we can only click here on finish demo. And from here, the demo would now be saved, and then you should now be able to see that on your dashboard right here on home. You'd be able to see it right here on my shorts, imported videos, and so on if you have successfully exported your project or work. You should see it right here. And now that we're done in a create faceless video, now you could also go for long videos to short. So this one basically is that this is only in the premium plan. So what this does is that this would work great if you are repurposing your content. Like example is a long form content like a podcast. You can paste the link right here, and then SendShort would automatically cut out parts of those long form content into smaller short form content so that you'd be able to upload that into Reels, Shorts, TikTok, and so on. So that would be a great way to maximize your content. Next is that we have the subtitle and edit my short. This feature is where most of your customization happens after uploading or generating a short. So if you would like to edit the subtitles on that short, then you can just import it right here, and then you'd now be able to edit that, and then you'll be prompted again into the editor just like we have discussed earlier. So that is why it's important that you master the editor, and that's where we have focused on this video. And then you'll basically do the same thing, use those features in there after you have imported a short right here. So yeah, with this feature right here, you can add AI generated subtitles that are auto-timed and editable, customize font, size, color, and position, and use AI to highlight keywords automatically, and more like B-roll, sound effects, and AI avatars. This is useful if you are looking for a fast and beginner-friendly workspace. You get full visual control without needing pro-level editing skills. And lastly, we have the create story video right here. So this is designed for script-based storytelling, perfect for motivational, emotional, or informative short content. So again, it's very similar to creating an AI faceless video, just like we did earlier. Undergo this process, and then after this, you would be prompted again into the editor. So yeah, it's a very similar process. So with this is that this is designed for script-based storytelling. So if you have your own script, then this is where you should go instead of going for the AI faceless videos. This is perfect for motivational, emotional, or informative short content. And next is that we have the publish. So in this one right here, basically you'll just go here into the publish section. Same thing. So in here is that you can now publish your short from sendshort right here. So sendshort would be the one to publish it on your chosen platform that is connected to your account, and that way you won't have to go there on the platform directly. You just have to do it in sendshort, and that would be easier and simpler for you to do. And next is that we have the automated series. So this feature allows you to batch produce and schedule a consistent stream of themed short form videos. You simply set up your topic or upload multiple scripts, and sendshort AI automatically generates videos without you having to do anything from that point, using your selected branding, visuals, voice, and style. So in here, it will be automatic. So it will run until your subscription ends, or depending on the paid plan that you have chosen. So this is a great way to really earn a passive income, or if you don't want to upload it without having to do much work, then this is a great way for you to get started. And we have the service in here. So basically this is where you'd be able to see the send shorts service for basic creators, so you can get help and you can save time and focus on what really matters, which is creating. So you'd get shorts, you get your content, and then they upload them, and then you will now find it on your account. So it would be automated with you not having to do much. And as you can see, this would be the pricing, and that would be a whole other topic. So now let's just go back. And yeah, lastly, you can earn money through affiliates right here in sendshorts. So you could also do that right here, and many more, like the community, documentation, help, and tutorials. If you need them, you can do so right here. And lastly, you can click here on try thumbnail test, and this is where you'd be able to test out your thumbnails and see what works best for you. But this is a whole other feature of sendshort, and I will not be getting deeper into this one. But basically what this would do is that you will know which thumbnail performs best, because they will perform a test on your thumbnail to know which style would get you the most CTR. So yeah, this is a great way for you if you are not sure with your thumbnails. So yeah, this is it for this video. Everything you need to know on sendshort so that you'd be able to use this effectively and efficiently. So make sure to use the link in the description for exclusive deals and bonuses if you would want to use sendshort. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.